also worked as a writer. In fact, he wrote a play called Murderer, The Hope of Women, that is now considered one of the first expressionist plays ever. In his self-portrait, Knight Errant, we see Kokoschka lying in the middle of the painting dressed in a medieval armour suit. The landscape around him seems to be quite stormy and disturbing, and we can sense that there is an inner struggle going on in the main figure, a very unsettling image indeed. Expressionists aim to show emotional intensity. Showing realistic features of people, places or things wasn't as important as showing the reality of one's inner world. And Expressionism represents an important chapter in the history of modern art. The Expressionist ways of showing things affected art movements like New Objectivity, Neo-Expressionism, and obviously Abstract Expressionism greatly. What do you think about Expressionism? Do you find it
Hi friends, my name is Al or Little Star Nerd and welcome to another bonus video. Today we're going to talk about how to start making prints. This is a question that I see floating around the internet all the time. I see it in a lot of other artists' comment sections.
Okay.
Start making prints, we're going to really quickly talk about the 3 major ways of making prints. So first of all, there are print-on-demand services like Redbubble. This is where you have your design that you upload to a website and they deal with everything beyond that point and you get a cut of the profits. So for example, I could upload a design of Party Frog and have that printed on pretty much any product under the sun. People could go online to Redbubble, find that design, and then Redbubble would print it onto whatever product that they buy and send it to them, and then I would get some amount of the money. There's definitely reasons not to use sites like these, especially if you're a smaller or beginner artist. You're probably using things like Redbubble. For example, they do take a really large chunk of profits. I remember I used this way back in the beginning, and I sold enough things that it was shocking that I only made like $2 to $4. They also have pretty strict copyright policies, so just higher quality. That's the fun part. So obviously, and you'll never have to guess at the quantities that you need to order. You won't be the proper paper, However, it is still a really great option, and for a lot of people, maybe I just really am dumb, but to me this sounds more expensive in the short term and the long term, and also it's a whole lot of extra work for yourself that I don't understand why you would want to do that work. It's not the fun part. So obviously this is not what I do, and so I won't go too far into it. However, it is still a really great option, and for a lot of people it is fun, and if that's true for you, then I totally recommend looking more into it. A lot of the videos on YouTube that are about making prints are actually people who make their own prints and like print them at home, and they go way into specifics about technology and paper types and all that stuff that you would need to know. So I recommend looking for those videos if this is something that interests you. What I can tell you is that if you want to print your own prints, you're going to need a high quality scanner, a high quality printer, the proper paper, the proper ink, and you'll be needing to buy a lot of ink and paper. A lot. And there are a lot of pros to printing your own stuff. You get to be fully in charge of your prints without having to outsource, without shipping times, without that cost. Of course, there's costs for other things, but you know. It also means that you're rarely going to be limited because of stock, and you'll never have to guess at the quantities that you need to order. You won't be losing out by buying 50 of an item that never sells, but you also won't be missing out by only ordering 50 of an item that 500 people want. You never have to unlist an item on your shop because you don't have the quantity right now, so you never have to worry about like having an empty shop. And also you'll never have the issue of accidentally ordering